Namaskar. This is All India Radio Itanagar, and I'm your host Gami Bogo. Dear listeners, we have a very special guest joining us in the studio today to talk on the topic environment. To how can we save and conserve our environment and the challenges to preserve the traditional approach. Yes, my dear friends, joining us in the studio is Professor Abhya Prasad Das, who is a professor retired of University of North Bengal and currently an adjunct professor at Rajiv Gandhi University, Rono Hills, Doimuk, Arunachal Pradesh. Sir, what is environment in your perspective? Like when we say environment, like we as a layman, we just think about like it's talking about the forest only. So like from your point of view, what does this exact environment defines?
Environment is a very broad term.
Okay.
Environment means in which we are living. We are living in a room. There are so many furnitures. There is air, there is light, there are some perfumes, some other type of smells, so many types of sounds, some radiations, so many electromagnetic waves passing through us. Within that we are surviving. All these things constitute our environment.
Okay. Sir, like, what do you feel like? What are the most important roles played by the environment, especially when we talk about for the humankind?
See, environment is the main thing. Because if the environment is not suitable for our survival, we cannot survive. If there is not enough good oxygen, we cannot respire. If in an environment there is no good water, we cannot drink. If there is no good food in the environment, we cannot eat. At the same time, all these things should be at sustainable amount. There should have enough oxygen, enough water, enough food, so that we can sustain for a long time. So this is very important. We, in whatever we think, we should consider we have to. We should keep our environment properly protected. If we cannot protect our environment, it is not possible to survive for a long time.
And sir, when we see, especially when we talk about the urban areas, the rampant development is going on. Like say, in the case of road construction and the industrialization, like how does this all development affect the environment, sir?
Seriously affecting. The development you are saying, this is negative development.
Okay.
Because it is affecting our environment negatively.
Okay.
It is decreasing the vegetation cover. It is reducing the biodiversity.
Exactly.
It is affecting the quality of water, quality of food, everything. So this type of development, at least scientifically, I cannot say that is suitable for our survival, for our normal survival. In any way, we should think that our development should help us to survive in normal condition, not in artificial condition. Now everything is artificial. Your house condition, all the conditions inside your house is artificial. All the conditions outside your house, that is also artificial. Your food is artificial, your drink is artificial. You know, in many cases, maybe in Tokyo, suppose, you need to keep one oxygen cylinder open in your bedroom so that you can respire normally and can sleep. These type of things are taking place. So you should control your development, not rampant development. Rampant development will affect you.
Then, sir, that you mentioned, like the condition which we are living in, environment, it's not suitable for the normal survival of human. So, like from your point of view, what should be the condition, environmental condition for the normal survival of man?
You see, the normal air condition, as it was nearly 200 years earlier, that ratio of different gases, That was the most suitable condition. Then the industrial revolution came. Throughout the world, industries developed. It started polluting air, started changing the air conditions, started changing the environment. So, environment started degrading. Now, from very simple type of residential conditions, we are developing very complex type of residential condition. From our village type of lifestyle, now we are addicted to high rises and so many types of vehicles, etc. One city life. So these are some shifts from village life to city life. Shift from wilderness to one completely artificial environment. These shifts are affecting everything. Now, these shifts are again very much addicting. When from village you come to city, you will be addicted to city conditions. Now you will understand that here rooms are more comfortable. But you know, this comfort, this happiness, there is no limit. Today you are thinking, this condition is quite comfortable, I am quite happy. After a few days again you will think, no, this is not enough comfortable.
Exactly.
So comfort and happiness, these are uncontrolled. Unlimited, I should say, unlimited. And no one can say that now I am fully comfortable or I am completely happy. So these things we have to change. And now it is luring our life. And industry is having a big role behind this. Industry is coming out so many facilities for our life. Starting from nail polish to hair dye to complicated food, complicated drinks, everything. Everything complicated that is coming through industry. Industry is making business at the cost of your life, at the cost of the life of your future generations.
Then, sir, since you talk about the changes in the environment that we are facing now and the degradation of environment, like, will these all the activities affect our future generations? Like,
extremely. Seriously, it will affect. First thing, suppose a baby is born in your family. You thought you got a beautiful puppet to play with. You will not allow even a pinch of soil to touch its body.
Exactly.
So the child is not getting any opportunity to develop natural immunity in his body.
Okay.
Instead, you are taking it to some medical chambers. They are developing immunity against 3, 4, 5 or 6, very few organisms. But remember, these organisms are also changing in the environment. They are also getting mutated.
Okay.
The condition in which you have immuned your baby, after few years, the same organism will come with some mutated genes, and now you cannot save your child.
Okay.
That means, in this way, you cannot properly immune your child. Better, let the child to grow in natural condition. Now scientists are also advising that grow your child in normal condition, open condition, so that they can develop immunity against different types of bacteria, viruses, etc. in natural condition. Otherwise, any time they will be affected. You are trying to grow them inside one incubator. They are growing there in completely controlled environment. When they will come out of controlled environment, then how they will survive? Because in this outside environment there are so many other types of bacteria, viruses, etc. They will affect your child. They cannot resist it. So this controlled environment is not at all suggestive. You should adapt yourself in normal external conditions.
That we have to grow our children in a natural environment conditions. Okay. And sir, that we now talked about so many degradations and the changes in the environment, like negative impact of the environment. So, like, what are the challenges you find, like, it to maintain a good environment for the humankind?
Main challenge is the human population.
Okay.
Human population is increasing completely uncontrolled in most of the tropical countries,
Okay.
except few European countries, and now in China also there is population decline little bit. But somehow our population, at this moment, the population is at least two-thirds extra as per the normal sustainable condition.
Okay.
That means if the human population at this moment is just one-third of the present human population, then we can maintain one beautiful sustainable condition.
Okay.
So what to do with this extra two-third population? Can we control them? Can we ask them to die?
No.
That is not possible. So we have to plan accordingly. We have to think how we can reduce the human population. Otherwise, nature is taking. Just see in Libya and Morocco what happened.
Yes.
Few days earlier, more than 20,000 people died only in Libya.
Yes.
Remember that tsunami few years earlier? Within few minutes, it killed few lakhs of people. So in such way, now the unrest between Ukraine and Russia is increasing. Unrest between India and Pakistan is increasing. One day we shall use atomic bombs, atomic weapons. Then what will happen? Millions of people will die within a very short period, few minutes. That unrestness is developing in natural way. Certainly indirectly it is due to the human population, high human population. High desire for comfort, and or you can say high desire for your wealth, increasing your wealth. So we need to control all these things. We have to be satisfied with limited thing. We have to control our comfort, and we have to satisfied with much lower level of happiness. Otherwise, these are all, as I already told you, these are all limitless, and for that we are running behind money and money, and finally we are suffering from different type of diseases.
Exactly.
Then we need to take so many types of chemicals in our body
Agree.
to save with that, and that is not normal
That's
life.
to an artificial.
Everything artificial. So we should try to avoid these artificial conditions as far as possible, and try to sustain or survive in normal, suitable environmental conditions. In Arunachal, people were living in remote areas in their villages. They were healthy. They were collecting food from surrounding areas. They are collecting medicines from surrounding plants, and they were nice. But now you see the present generation, your generation, little paining the body, you are purchasing paracetamol.
Exactly.
So you are already learning this, or gradually you are depending on the industry. Previously you are not depending on the industry, but industry want that. You should be dependable for industry.
Yes.
Otherwise, how they will make business?
Like,
So this is happening. We have to think in that way.
and then, sir, it has come to the knowledge of every people on the earth. They're, planning of constructing human colonies on Moon and Mars, and say, suppose, like outside our solar system. Like, what's your say in this? Like, why is it necessary that people are searching
Yes.
for other atmosphere?
Maybe as Indian, I am proud
Okay.
that our rocket is successful to put our vehicle on the moon. So we are trying to reach Mars and other satellites or the planets. We are also thinking that if we can find out a suitable planet even outside our solar system, there we can construct a colony. From there we can mine different types of materials. We can develop our new houses there or human colonies there, and we can survive there. And recently many scientists, they have indicated that within 100 years, we have to leave this planet, because this planet will no more remain suitable for our survival. So within 100 years, we have to leave this planet. Then where to go? Where to survive? Then we are thinking, okay, let us construct some colonies on the moon, on Mars, etc. Think, the outer environment on moon or Mars, etc. is not like our planet.
Yes, exactly.
That means they are only in some caged area or barricaded area. We have to create artificial environment for our survival. Is it not? And that will be a very costly thing.
Okay.
You have to purchase rocket ticket to reach moon or Mars. You have to book your apartment on moon or Mars. And when you will reach there, you will find everything is controlled. There you are not surviving like a man. There you have to survive like a robot.
Okay.
Will you be happy to
No.
survive like a robot?
No, sir.
Okay. Now you decide what to do.
Sir, before we actually conclude our today's conversation, if there is any suggestion from your side to improve our present environment and make this environment as suitable for the normal survival of the people living on the earth, like what would be your suggestions?
First requirement is the reduction of human population.
Okay.
You see, it is very difficult. For many reasons, we cannot decrease the human population. But I hope with the invention of or interference of nature,
Okay.
human population will reduce very soon.
Okay.
Maybe through the use of weapons during fights,
Okay.
or with consumption of different poisonous food, etc. There will be some control will be there, so that human population will reduce. If we cannot reduce the human population, then all resources will be limited.
Exactly.
In that way, certainly we have to develop plan for proper distribution of resources. We should depend on natural resources more. We need to withdraw our support from the industrial development. Because now we are completely dependent on industry, and that industry will affect our life. So more natural products are much better for our survival. We have to reduce the use of industrial products. These are main things. At every step, we should try to save our forest. We should release more area for the development of natural forest, not the plantations. Natural forest should grow so that we can save our biodiversity. Remember, on this planet, man cannot survive alone. Man need to survive in association with all other organisms on this planet.
Agree.
So we have to take some serious steps to reduce our level of comfort. I am giving stress on this repeatedly, that everything is related to our comfort. So we have to reduce our level of comfort and happiness, less dependent on industry. Many things we may reject now. Suppose your cosmetics.
Okay.
You know, cosmetics industry is a huge industry. If we reduce the use of cosmetics, I do not use any cosmetics. I think except toothpaste. If I live in village, I can avoid that also.
Exactly.
So, use it. You find out where we can reduce. Our houses can be much more simple. Is it not? Our dresses can be much more simple. Is it not? Everything. You see just one person who is having some good earning, how much he or she is spending behind dresses. Is it not?
Yes.
So these things we need to control. We have to reduce the utilization of our resources. Otherwise we cannot survive. And I believe our future generations, they will excuse us, they will forgive us, and will take some stern step to break down many of these concrete structures, and will return the land to the vegetation, natural vegetation, and will try to create a environment that is suitable for our normal survival. Thank you very much.
So, dear listeners, the very key takeaways from our today's conversation is we can have the very and foremost is the reduction of human population, and the second we can have is we should depend on the natural resources more, and the third point, more natural products should be prioritized and reduction of industrial products should be done. Fourth, natural forest should be conserved and not artificial plantation. Last but not the least, in order to save our environment and the biosphere, we should reduce the utilization of our resources. So this was all about our today's conversation on the topic environment. Thank you.